The governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, reiterated that he does not and will not negotiate with bandits. He said, and I quote, "Even if my son is kidnapped, I would rather pray for him to make heaven instead, because I won't pay any ransom."
It's good that he's standing on his, like he's firm on his stance. It's good to be principled. It's good to have like your values. I'm not going to cut this. But even in the face of all of that, this is not what people want to hear right now.
We are in that state where somebody must take a critical decision. If we catch one bandit, we must show that we mean business. And how do you show it?
Execution.
When you see a woman or a man flaunting an obviously bulging tummy,
it's money.
It's not money. That is the sign of ill health as far as I'm concerned. It is trouble for that person because that person is buying time. Just to know that if that person did not have a rib cage, that fat you are seeing will start from here. Yes, there are particular foods we eat that just generally makes your body store more fat inside your around your organs. White rice falls under that category.
Yes.
Bread falls, whether brown bread or white bread, it doesn't matter, falls under that category. We also have gari. Let's go local.
Leave that one. Leave that one. Gary, leave that one.
Since I've been talking, a white man will still be able to understand.
Gary.
Let me not enter the African. Yes, because when we talk about processed foods, we tend to think that processed foods is just American foods. No. Amongst us here, we have processed foods. What are the things that we can eat? Please, sweet potatoes, yam, pounded yam, plantain, plantain swallow. Did I mention semo? Semo is among the bad ones.
Yes,
I also mentioned
that's why I'm so slim.
That is actually causing not just abdominal fat, but a rise in blood sugar levels and all that. Wheat.
Okay.
Wheat. Whether you go to the market and buy it and blend it yourself, wrong.
Today marks 7 years the Chibok girls were abducted. Although quite a number of them have come back home, at least 100 of them are still with their abductors. What is the government doing about this? How safe are children, especially in certain regions of this country?
There's an agenda to ensure that that part of the country is impoverished. And the governors are not paying attention to what is happening. It's a ploy. Why is it that in every school in that area is a target, more like a target where kidnappers will go in and ensure that they close down the school? Because after the abduction happens, you find out that the schools are closed and everybody just goes home.
They are not empowering Nigerians. They are not ensuring the safety of Nigerians. Hospitals, zero. Education, zero. Zero. Then you see that they want to do a meeting of soldiers wearing hijab. Excuse me.
Is that a priority?
They don't prioritize.
How critical is closure, especially in building sustainable relationships?
Culturally, if you hurt someone and move away from that person's life and you hurt the person, even if the person did not say anything, there's this thing that the person's spirit would fight for that person. So because my spirit will fight for me, sometimes when you now go ahead in your relationship, you are never able to achieve what you can achieve because what you left behind and who you left behind, you didn't do it well.
I remember when I was in England one year with my mom, and then one of my father's wives came to the house. She'd made a new life. She's living in England. She has a son. And then she came to the house. She said she wanted to see my mom. And she came with this big gift. She said, okay, why are you doing this? She says, I'm coming to beg your mom for forgiveness. Only now that I'm a mature woman, I now know how she must have been suffering when all of us were in your father's life and pushed her out. So please.
Wow.
That woman had spoken to herself deeply.
Wow, I'm getting the chills, like.
And she just came with this gift, and she knelt down to my mom, forgive me.
Oh wow.
You know? How many? This thing you said can actually open up a lot of homes right now. Ministry of Culture and Tourism, in conjunction with Ebony Life Plays, organized Eco-Star Film and TV Awards honoring talented female pioneers who called the shots in the growing Nigerian film industry. However, Ruth Cuttery did not receive any award, and she took to Instagram to say her piece. What do you make of the response?
Two things. First of all is that why don't you just give enough time for those who have been recognized to enjoy it and celebrate with them? And the good thing about what she did is that she called out the person.
I think we need to start building in ourselves the ability to focus on our work, irrespective of any recognition, whether it comes or not. It doesn't stop you from working hard. It doesn't stop you from being excellent. It doesn't stop you from, putting in your best.
We need to fight for ourselves when we feel like we are not being recognized for the effort we have done, especially when you've done the effort. So the commission is not about her effort. She's done her work.